And here we go with the box from Vallen. Oh boy, so Vallen, man, this company has done so well over the past couple years with their style. And here we are with this super sweet box coming out of here. So we got this package here of this, I'm gonna say faux leather here. Vallen right there for you. In the box, we've got 1 kilogram of plastic waste will be recycled as a result of the purchase here. We've got some instructions here. We've got a cleaning cloth and we've got a little strap for, here we go everybody. Oh man, this is exciting. There we go. These are the brand new Vallen Day Trippers right there. Brand new for 2025, just came out in the men's sage colorway. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. So my first impressions, wow, V52 lenses, you know, nice thick temples that kind of thin out right here and then flare nicely towards the midline about the temples. Fenestration for the head strap there. There are no nose pads right here. Okay, you've got this slight inclination about the forward facing piece here. And then take a look at the hardware. You guys see that? That is some mega, that's some nice hardware, guys. Okay, so coming out of the box, you know, it doesn't offer too much resistance, but it's not loosey-goosey at all. It doesn't click when we open up the leg here, and it's a nice smooth connection that flares out oh so much. Okay, so these were sent to me by Vallen for the purposes of review. So let's pop these bad boys on. Whoa. It's just when a product clicks. That's what that was right there, okay? So what's going on? It is just enough pressure right here above my ear, and it wraps right here and then stops. It's not having any pinch points at all. There is no contact here or here as far as it being as close to my eye. There's space here. I don't feel my eyelashes touching the inside of the lens, and there's space here. I can get a finger in there. Where it connects to the nose, there's no pressure, and I do wonder about the lack of the friction element, rubber or whatever, about the bridge of the nose for reduction of slippage in activity, in sweat, etc. Okay, so a little push here. There is a decent amount of resistance to pulling, or I'm sorry, drooping, and it's coming from back here and right here. So it sits nicely on the bridge of the nose. You know, it's not, so some pet peeves, we can get into that later on, but you know, the things I think about are like, do they actually fit? I don't want them sloppy. I don't want them heavy. I want them balanced. I do own these models by Vallen, the Day Trippers, the Howland Bradleone edition, the Ventures, and the Wilburys. Okay, all different styles of sunglasses, but here are these. You know, they don't really have too much of a cat eye. They're kind of going back to that, you know, John Legend, you know, back in the day, like, you know, retro cool, right? So my intent with these sunglasses is to put them through their paces, okay? If you're new to my channel, welcome. When I test sunglasses, my goal is to perform a stress test, okay? Real life use over a longer period of time to see how they hold up, okay? And I will report as I go. But right now, the first impressions of the Valen Day Trippers is pretty good. Let's actually try this little strappy strap here. So we just kind of pop this bad boy on. Other models do have the same feature here. So let's see. And honestly, I don't typically reach for it. It looks like a little pressure piece that you just pop right in. Yeah, see. So yeah, that went in there, and I'm afraid of dropping them. And speaking of that, you know, I really shouldn't be afraid, because these lenses are on the other models that I have. I believe it's the same ones, but the Valen lenses do have some pretty ruggedness to them, okay? Scratch resistant. They've been through the environmental business. Can you see that? It says Valen. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Okay, let's see if that changes anything. The thing I would be looking for is if I can feel those little nubbins. And you can feel them kind of through the material there, but I don't feel them poking into my scalp. Actually, I can feel them a little bit, but they're not uncomfortable. They're kind of rounded, and you've got this guy here, which is kind of cool. I'm not sure how to test that other than, like, you know, you know, a whole lot of activity. But that's cool. That's cool that that is there. I'm not sure how often I'll use that though. I'll keep it connected for now, and then here we are as it goes down, and it does tuck away nicely. And does it go back into the bag with that? Looks like it might. So back in the bag, boom, boom, boom. There it is. Okay, everybody. Well, that's what I got. Thank you so much for watching. I will post the results of the stress test. We'll probably do like a 30-day stress test once that commences, or once that completes. Okay? Hopefully everybody found this video helpful. Go ahead and feel free to like and subscribe. And because you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. I do have a discount code. It is there on your screen now, and that'll save you a little bit of money. And I just checked it, and it does count for these Day Tripper sunglasses, okay? And it should count for the other ones too. And just FYI, that is an affiliate link, and that will give you a tiny little commission if you so choose to use it. I do appreciate that. I mean, I think it's a solid company. You know, they reached out to me, gosh, a year and a half, 2 years ago, and since then have been, you know, trying their products out, and I like them. I mean, they have passed the dad stress tests in the past. I also do running content, so, you know, the Ventures especially have done well. And then I'll try this in the same regard, even though I would consider this more of a lifestyle, you know, piece of eyeglasses here. So that's what I got. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. We'll catch you next one. Bye.